into real treasures.
Alright, today we're going to be creating things out of recycled stuff. A renews it, aquarium gravel, and jute or sisal, wire, and pom-poms, but the pom-poms come later. I'm going to make this cute little beehive today, and I'm going to be using the sisal right here. Like I said, you can use the jute, and I'm also using a glue gun, scissors, an awl, and a pair of tweezers. Take the tweezers out. She's going to be using the tweezers. And that's what I'll be using today. First, I'm going to take and open up my Renews It jar. And I've already got some poured in it, but usually I turn it upside down and pour it in here. Whoops. And you can put as much as you want in here because you shut it down then after you get finished putting this, what you want in here. You get all this back in here. Alright, then you shut it down. One piece is holding it open. Now you know what I need the awl for. That piece out there. And these are just these air freshener things, the cheaper ones that you get at some of the stores around. There we go. And so you put the stuff in the bottom to weight it down. You can also use the fresheners themselves and just undo it, and then you've got a beehive on top and you can still smell it. Alright, I got my glue gun hot, and I'm going to start with my sisal. And then you take it, a little bit of glue, get it started at the bottom. Don't put it on this part, the plastic part. You just put it above it, or you won't be able to use it. To let it loose again. On that one. On this one, you can start anywhere you want to. And give it a bit more glue. And try and push it down like this. And use the low temp glue, because it won't burn your fingers when you get it on there as bad as if it was high temp glue. And you want to push it down as close to the bottom as you can. And just don't worry about the spider webs, the goose webs. And just put some more glue down. And keep going around as you're going. And then when you finally get up to the top, even the low tip rubs a little bit. I'm going to show you how I did the top. Anyway, you just keep going up and up. Oh. Just put it down next to the string below it, the jute sisal below it, and push it down towards the edge. And I'm going to do 3 rows, and then I'll show you how to do the top. More glue. And it will use a few glue sticks, unless you've got a big gun, and then it'll use one long one to do this. But I could only bring the mini gun today. This is hard to do backwards, so y'all can see what I'm doing. but you push it down and pull it around tight. And like I said, you keep going all the way around until you get to the top. And I'll finish this one up later, but I wanted to show you how to do the top. As you're going around, and I'm still going around the same way, it'll have a little lip up here when you get finished. That's what I said, it uses a lot of glue. I'm going to go ahead and put this around up here, around the top, because I can always come up to it again. Don't automatically go back in its hole. And so you have a little ridge on top. And you come up, and you put a little glue down on the top. And start it again on the inside, like so. If you see me jump, it's because I'm hitting a little bit hotter glue than I'm okay. Cut it off again. That's what I'm trying to do with the scissors. Sort of fill up that little hole with glue, as much glue as you can. And there we go. And that can be cut off. Hey, that worked that time. And there you have a beehive. And it's all recycled, the aquarium gravel, the air freshener thing. Now this I did have to buy, but I've got a lot. I can make a lot of stuff with this. You might have some in the house, and you can also use baling straw, baling twine. It'll work the same way. And that's my project. And now one of our new Looney Bin lunatics is going to show you how to make the little bees.
Hi, I'm Shirley Kilgore. I'm the newest lunatic from the Looney Bin, and today I'm going to be working and making bees to go with Ian's beehive. Now today we've used pom-poms. We are using our little mini lunch containers. Instead of throwing them away, we're putting our pom-poms in there. We're going to get our pom-poms out, and we're going to be using tweezers. Little mini eyes. We are using recycled plastic tops, our glue gun, scissors, and we're using some old flowers. In the old flowers we have got the little petals from the very beginning when they first start. We're using that for our bee wings.
The pollinators. The pollinators.
The pollinators, yes. For our bee wings, we're going to use the plastic. We're going to get just a little piece here. Just cut it out. Make different little shapes. We'll get our bee wings. And depending on what size bees you have, we've got two different sizes here. I'm just going to speak up. Put them in. You're going to flip it over so it's on one side so both your wings will match. Get a big pom-pom. We're going to put just a dot of glue. We're going to get a black pom-pom and match with it. And we're going to go smaller. Get a yellow one, a little dab of glue. Take these out so we'll have different sizes. Find one that's just the right size. Maybe this size. Put that together. And as Ann said, that glue does stick to your fingers. Got another one. Put a dot of glue. Now on the top, we're going to put just a smidgen of glue. Make sure that you've got your little wing. Let's see, this one is a little bit bigger. Put that on top. Now we do need to get some of the little wiggly eyes. They are very tiny, so that's what you need your tweezers for. And you're going to have to, I suggest when you get this, maybe you want to put a piece of parchment paper down. Just put a very little bit of glue on each side. Little wiggly eyes on there. And your finished product is going to look like this. Then we're going to put some wire. On the antennas. Where is the... Oh, I know what we forgot to do. We forgot to put the antennas on the very top. So let's get a little bit of glue. And we can put our antenna right on top. And a little bit right there. And you've got your other antenna. And again, we recycled these from some old flowers that we had around the house. You've got your little bee. And these are something that you can use with your grandkids. And as you clean them up, you just snip the little bit of glue that you've got on there. Get that off. You can clean it up. Oops. And you've got your little bee. Antennas, little wings. You do have to buy your pom-poms and your little wiggly eyes, but then you've got a recycled product. And that's what you can do with your grandkids or your kids. Thank you so much.
He's almost smiling. Look.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to show you how to attach the bee to the beehive. Get this stuff out of my way. And I've got a pair of scissors instead of my snips. But these are those heavy duty ones, kitchen ones, and they'll cut anything. I don't like to use my good scissors to cut wire. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil. I'm going to hold my wire at the base with my thumb, and then I'm going to start wrapping it around the pencil. It'll stay there. And just keep wrapping until I've used all the wire. Okay. This is a big bee. I'm going to put a great big flight plan on it. The first thing I'm going to do is get my awl. That fell. And I'm going to put me a spot in here. Don't go through, just go down to the string, not the whole thing. And then I'm going to take my wire, hopefully try and shove it down here. Probably should have done this while the glue was going on. Before the glue went on, because I didn't want to go in. Do it that way. There we go. Now I'm going to take my glue gun again, and I'm going to take my little bee, my big bee, and I'm going to put some glue right there, where his legs should be. But he's going to be flying, and his legs are up. He hasn't got his landing gear down. And I'm going to put it up there like that. And hold it a second. And then you can make him fly anywhere you want to around your beehive. Or you can have him coming straight down to it. I think he looks better the other way. He's falling off of that. There we go. Anyway, there's your bee and a bee. And our bee's not wanting to cooperate. I'm going to have to redo my wire. But on the smaller bee, smaller pom-poms, you can use it. Do it any. It would probably be better. Get down there. There we go. Now come up. There we go. There's our beehive and bee air freshener. Shirley, you did a good job.
Thank you.
Now we're going to turn it over to our second craft of the day with Kathy.
Happy spring. I'm going to show you how to do window clings. I have a nephew, a great nephew, that has an unusual name. He is the 4th child that has been born with the same name. So his daddy is called Trey, and so the baby is called Drew, and his name is, as he says, D-R-U accent. And that's how he does it. So I learned how to do window clings just so I could do his name and put it on the window. He's already got a picture, but he doesn't have the name yet. I went to the websites and found some coloring book pages, and you'll notice our spring type things. But these are too big for a window cling, I think. And so I shrunk them down. And I have a little bunny, a chick, an Easter basket, and I'll be using my newest cookie sheet. Yes, I've made lots of cookies with them. I've got puff paints. I even have glow-in-the-dark paints, a pair of scissors, some tape, and the most important part of it is parchment paper. You can't use aluminum foil. You can't use plastic wrap. You can't use wax paper. You have to use parchment paper. It's found in the same part of the store where aluminum foil is. And because these are little pictures, I'm just going to, and it's probably real loud, but I'm going to cut this into little pieces and put my copy of the page on the cookie sheet. And you put it on a cookie sheet because it's going to take at least 2 days for this to dry. And you won't want it sitting in the middle of your table while you let it dry for 2 days. So I put it on a cookie sheet, and I can move the cookie sheet and the parchment paper will not move. I've put my picture down, I've put my parchment paper on top of it, and today I'm even recycling my tape. I've already used this tape once doing the same kind of projects, and I am reusing. And I like to tape it on 3 sides. I don't know. If I do it on 4 sides, it's kind of hard to get off because all 4 sides are down, and I can grab one side instead of the other. And the puff paints that I'll be using are with, this one hasn't been opened yet, but that's all right. They have a little tip on them. And you can use the tip to draw and to color with. So I'm going to start here with the handle. Oops, and I just got air bubble. If you get an air bubble, you can just leave it there and no one will ever know because you're going to go over the top of it. And I'm going to put in the handle. I like to start close to the top of the picture, and that way my hand doesn't get down into the picture, into the paint. And I'm going to use blue, because all the little people in my life are boys. All of my girls have gotten big. And just follow along with the picture, and it's kind of like coloring, only you're coloring with this puff paint. You want to put it on kind of thick, because when it dries, it will dry skinnier than what it is. Just color it in. There's the ribbon. I'm going to do the eggs next, and I'm going to do them in different colors. Here's a bright pink. Doesn't take much for an egg. I like purple. Purple's my favorite color. Purple one in the middle. Just squirts of paint. There's orange. A yellow. And with these pictures, you can do, like I said, the names. You can do coloring book pages. I did one that I'll show you. I'm going to take it off the paper today, and it is the Milky Way. Not a candy bar Milky Way. It's all the stars and planets and the nebula with the sun in behind it and all kinds of good stuff. And I did it and used some glow in the dark. And it's just fascinating. We've already been in the closet today looking at the thing. I like window clings because at nighttime, if you have a light around your house and it shows through the colors in through the window. That's the top of the basket. And now I'm going to do the basket back with green. Just a shake will help get the air bubble out of the top of it so it won't give me a great big squirt. Go around the basket and then fill it in. May seem like you're going to use the whole tube, but there's quite a bit of paint in these tubes. Almost done here. Here is one that is painted. That's what it looks like while it's wet. And like I said, it does take 2 days. I imagine if it was 75 degrees outside and the sun was shining, you could put it out in the sun and it would dry quicker. But sitting in the kitchen, even though it's warm enough when I cook, that it's all right. And I've got some of the ones that have already dried. And I hope I used enough because parchment paper, there's the Easter basket. Let's see if I can get it off of here. It peels off fairly easy. And there it is. And I am so glad we have a window behind me. You can use this for Christmas time, for 4th of July, make flags or fireworks with the glow-in-the-darks. You can do just Halloween pumpkins, and here's the Milky Way. I know a Milky Way and an Easter basket doesn't quite go together, but the Easter basket is in the Milky Way. And it peels right off. And it sticks to the window. My husband, when I was doing this, my husband says, "What are you doing with a big black blob?" Because it kind of looked like a big black blob. And it'll stay there until I'm ready to take it down. And make your own window decorations. I, do things with the children's names and have fun.
She's going to do recycle paint, and then I'm going to do maintenance right now. And hope you enjoyed our show today, and we want to welcome again our new lunatic, Shirley. She's also called Squirrely Shirley. Her husband calls her that, just like mine calls me the lunatic. And I haven't figured out what your husband calls you.
He calls me sweetheart.
No.
He better anyway.
And I hope you enjoyed our crafts for today. And also remember, please reduce,
Reuse and recycle.
also recreate and reimagine, rethink. All these things that can be made with just thrown away stuff. Instead of filling up the landfills, we can make some beautiful things. And hope to see you next time.
We should say thank you to the senior citizens
Oh,
that are
definitely.
here with us.
That's right.
Yeah, they were so nice to let us use the building. Of course, we're all senior citizens and we eat here. And
Yes,
we have a good time while we're here too.
We have a great time while we're here.
We make everybody else laugh with us.
And again, we want to thank Wendy for letting us use it today. And hope to see y'all next time. Bye. Are y'all ready for our tea?